Hi everyone, so today's video is one that I always like to try and do at this time of year just because I think this is probably one of the hardest parts, like knowing what to put in your kids' stockings. So if you would like to see what I have got my kids this year, then do by all means keep watching. So obviously, I suppose in a lot of ways it goes without saying, but this video is intended purely to be useful. I get asked about this a lot, either on here or on Instagram, and I always try and make content that I feel is going to be handy. I don't tend to do like proper hauls of presents because I understand that everybody's like budget, approach, viewpoint, you know, for Christmas is different, and comparison can definitely be the thief of joy, and I don't want you telling me that I've not done enough and likewise I don't want you to watch any of my videos and think that you've not done enough, because everybody does things differently and that has to be okay, because ultimately Christmas is about so much more than that. But I have my kids' stockings here today. So this is Stan's, and they're all Mama's and Papa's ones. Should I update them? Maybe. Yeah, but have I got the heart to? Probably not, because like this one here is Bill's and it's obviously like 10 years old now. Kind of looks it, to be honest, but you could get them personalised, and obviously like that's a, I don't know, it takes me back because a lot of the shops that were around when Bill was little no longer exist, which is just crazy to me. But you've got Daisy's here as well, and they're all different because they had like a key stocking for every year, and I do kind of like that. But I imagine as the kids get older they probably won't like those so much, so maybe I'll just put them in a memory bag or something for me. But yeah, should we talk about what is inside them? So I'm going to start in like age order. So I'm going to start with Bill and then go down to Stan. So if you're new to my channel, my eldest Bill is 10, my daughter Daisy is 6, and my youngest Stan is 4. So that should give you a good indication of like what kind of age range we're looking at here and what kind of things as well. So let's start off with Bill. One tip I would give you as you're going along is get a bag, reserve it for that child specifically, and start adding things to it, because not only does that keep you more organised, but obviously then you can check back, see what you've got, see what you're missing, etc. We also go a bit like overly organised and have a spreadsheet for these things as well, but it does help us keep track of our budget and make sure that we're spending equally. But this is Bill's bag of tricks, so I'm just going to pull items out at random and walk you through what we have. So the first thing is actually a book. This one is called Real Life Mysteries, Can You Explain the Unexplained? It's a Blue Peter Book Awards winner of 2018, and my son is very into factual reading. He's not really into fiction. If it's fiction, it tends to have some sort of supernatural element involved, if you know what I mean. Like he loves like Harry Potter and stuff like that. But if it's just a story, he loses interest a lot more quickly. He's a very like factual boy, fascinated with like science and that kind of thing. But this sounds really interesting, and it's just, you know, he's got all the fact books that you can think of. Like if you go on Amazon and search for like fact books for 10-year-olds, he's pretty much got every single one. But I thought this was just a little bit more unusual because it talks about mysteries like Bigfoot, Versailles, UFOs, alien astronauts, curses, so many different things, ghosts. And this is just the sort of thing that if I walk into his room at night when it's like a no tech time, he'll be reading something like this. I thought he would really like it, and I am gonna have to curve it a little bit, which kills the bookworm inside of me a little bit. But I always like to put something educational in there, or like just something that will like last them a bit more. So that's the first thing. Okay, so I appreciate it's not very like, ooh, wow, at all. Like, if anything, like, I know a lot of people would be like, oh, great, new socks and pants. But hear me out. How nice is it to start a new year with a new sock and pant, like, collection? And they need them anyway. It's a good time of year to get them because it's kind of like a regular time of year for me to pick them up. And I actually, when I was younger, loved getting new clothes and knickers and bits and bobs when it was, you know, when I was little, because that feeling of putting something new on Christmas Day just felt really good. I would recommend H&M or Primark or the supermarkets like Florence and Fred, George or Two, just because then they're really cheap and cheerful and affordable, and you know, just everybody's happy. But these are what size? 10 to 12, and then the socks are obviously reflective of his shoe size, so I think they're like 2 to 4 or something like that, because he's a size 3 or 4, but they're gaming ones and they match, and I just think that it's a win-win because I can get something in there that's useful and they know to expect it now from Father Christmas, and you know, everyone's a winner, so I always get underwear. Another thing with Bill is that obviously at 10, I don't know about your older children, but they tend to develop a bit of a fascination for things in the US, I find. I know there's those like special drinks that everybody's buying at the moment, I forget what they're called, and luckily it's not on Bill's radar yet, but if you've got an older kid you'll know what I'm talking about. But one thing he's really into is like American sweets, candy, whatever you want to call it, and I picked up a few things that I know he would love. Like he wanted to try the original Jolly Rancher hard candy for ages, so I got a bag of that. You can find this from loads of places. If you search for like American sweets online, stuff like that, you'll be able to find them. And with that order I also picked up a Mountain Dew because I know that's another thing that's been on his radar, and then I also got a Nerd Rope Holiday, which is white, green and red, and all of the kids have actually got one of these. But I'm just trying to think about his passions really, like what he really likes, just little things, and this feels like a winner, and I'm actually really excited to see him pull these out because I know he's going to love them. The next thing with Bill is that obviously at his age range, he's moving into like high school at the end of like, well, next year, next September. And you know, he's growing up, and I think when you get to that sort of preteen stage, you need to start thinking ahead of things that they might find useful that maybe they don't want to ask for because they find it embarrassing. Like I try to, excuse my dog shaking in the background, I try to make a lot of things accessible to my children so that we can have like healthy discussions about things, and just chats about things, and I'm trying to prepare them. So I also want to just sort of leave these things out for him so that he can make that choice to try them out without feeling like pressured or embarrassed. So this actually came in a little box set, but I took them out purely because they'll fit in the stocking better. But I got Lynx 3-in-1 Epic Fresh, which is grapefruit and tropical pineapple, and the Lynx, I can't believe we've got Lynx back in the house again. This is just a body spray, like deodorant. It's not antiperspirant because obviously it's not good for his skin, but this is again the same fragrance, and I just feel like it's there. If he wants to try it out, he can wear a bit on Christmas Day, make himself feel good. And again, it's just about introducing that independence. Like these are his things that he can bring into the bathroom and use whenever, if you know what I mean. So I'm hoping he likes those. We have to have some traditional chocolate though, don't we? So I've got a little reindeer from Aldi. I think he may well have been from Aldi. So there's a little chocolate reindeer and some chocolate coins, and they're just like staples, along with his that cereal, which I will put in on Christmas Eve, but obviously if I put it in now, like it would be gross. And then to go along with these, I also have some candy canes that are in a pack, which I have yet to divide out. These are the candy canes, by the way. I picked them up from B&M for £1. I think it was B&M, or was it Home Bargains? I think it was B&M, peppermint flavour. So I've got those ready to go. And then final few bits, I have a couple of toys for him. It's not really a toy kid anymore that much. Like he has a few things that he's interested in, but beyond that, nah, we're kind of moving out of it. He's very much into gaming, hanging with his mates, like that sort of stuff. So the one thing that I did get is a Cats versus Pickle bag, because he started collecting these last year, or like last school year, and he's obsessed with him. And it's like, it's so funny because he's like so grown up now but still loves a cuddly toy. And basically, if you've not heard of these before, they're like collectibles. You either get a cat or a pickle inside, and they're different themed cats. So they might be like a galaxy cat or a football cat or whatever, and the idea is that you collect them all. And this is the next season, I think. So I've got one of those. And then because they all play Roblox together, and literally it's the only thing that they really do all play together, because they have it, he has it on his phone and the kids have it on like their tablets. I got a little Roblox collectible that includes a figure, series 11, and they all have one of these as well. And then finally, and I do this every year, just some little pamper bits. So from Boots, this is £3.50, bath soap confetti, and it's like a Super Mario one, you know, with the little question mark box, like boop, 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 boop. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I felt the need to do that, because I'm sure you know what I mean, but I got that for him. I got this little Santa sheet mask as well, which I thought would be quite cool. And then finally, they're all in here. I do have some brown paper bags that I'm not gonna tie them up with string, don't worry, I'm not that twee, but I am gonna put these inside, because when you order from Lush, they don't pack them individually, they just kind of pad them out in a box and send them like in bulk. But I got them all one of these fizzing Santa bath bombs, and they smell so good, but obviously I've not wrapped them up yet because I wanted to show you. Oh, it smells like sherbet. Lovely. So they've all got one of those. Now on to my daughter Daisy. So I feel like I don't need to explain everything so much with this one now I've done his, but it's probably also worth noting that with our stockings, at least, we put all of the small items in there. So instead of buying like little extras, it's more like smaller presents go in there, because I used to buy things that, you know, like that you can get on like Amazon or eBay, and they're like stocking filler toys, but they break, or like they don't play with them as much because they're wasteful. So over the years I kind of shifted my focus onto things that were just like little, that I knew they'd love, and that didn't like break the bank, so to speak. So with Daisy, we also have underwear. Again, I got these from H&M. Cute little like socks with like unicorns and flowers and polka dots on, like that. And then also underwear, so she has those. Her book, she's probably my most invested reader, is this one. And it's actually really something special to know that my daughter is reading one of my favourite authors as a child, because I love Jacqueline Wilson. Illustrated by Rachel Dean, and this is Project Fairy. Magic is closer than you think. But she will love this. It basically says, perhaps those fairies in the book cast a spell on you because you said they were horrid, I said. It was just a silly joke to stop Mum feeling upset, but she looked stricken. You don't really think that, do you? She whispered. Mum, I said, they're just pictures of weird fairies. They're not real. A magic story about fairies, families and friendship from the brilliant award-winning Jacqueline Wilson. So hopefully she likes that. I feel like she will. And I just remember when I was little, like I would always ask for books for Christmas. I remember reading like Famous Five and Secret Seven and Jacqueline Wilson and Goosebumps. And on Christmas Day, if you couldn't find me, I'd probably be snuggled up somewhere with one of my new books and listening to like the latest Britney Spears album, most likely. Next few things for Daisy, I also got her one of the little Roblox collectibles, so that is that. And then in terms of hers, like she does have a few little extra toys just because that's what she's into, but the budget's all the same. So I got one of these bubballoons. It's like a little toy that you squeeze it and it blows bubbles. So yeah, I've been buying these on and off since probably the end of September, and just trying to take advantage of deals that I've found. So that is that. She also has the traditional chocolate, so she has like a unicorn reindeer and the chocolate coins as well. And I also got her the Nerds rope, but I didn't get loads of sweets for those two because their interest is less like intense into American sweets. I also got her a Magic Mixies Mixlings, one of the little ones. I think I got this for like £4 or something like that. So I'm really happy with that because she's obsessed with these at the moment. And then a few little bits. If you've never ever been on the website Rex London, really give it a go and have a look, because they've got some fantastic bits on there and they're so affordable as well. So I got these fairies in the garden nail stickers. I got these fairies in the garden hair clips, and they're just sparkly stars, which again I think she will love. And then I got the fairies in the garden stick on earrings, and those are super cute. My daughter is very, very like stereotypically girly, and this kind of thing is just totally like right up her street. So I got those, and again they were really affordable. And then finally, along with the kind of games and the bath bomb that I've already showed you for like bills, I got her these little bits for her like bath. So he got that Super Mario one, but I got her a bath confetti and Encanto one, and again that was from Boots, and it comes with one of those magic face cloths. Does anyone remember these, where you put them in the bath and they start out all squished up and hard, and then they get wet and then they turn into a face cloth? I used to think they were so cool, and I didn't realise that they made them anymore, so when I saw it I was like, I've got to get that. And then she also has a face mask as well. And then finally Stan. So he's my youngest, he's only 4. But for his book I got Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons, because this has like a song that goes with it. You can go onto a website and there's a song that goes with the book, and it's just right up his street. And you get to sing and read the book, and he will just find that hysterical, because that's just the way Stan is. And there are actually a Pete the Cat Saves Christmas, I should have got that one, and Pete the Cat Rocking in My School Shoes, and Pete the Cat I Love My White Shoes. But if we enjoy this one, then they could always be future gift ideas, and I think you'll find this really funny. He's really into Minecraft at the moment, so I picked this up. I think this is just from B&M, and it is a little Minecraft drinks bottle cup thing, but he's gonna love that. And again, like out of all 3 of them, if anyone's gonna knock a drink over, it's him, so this is quite welcome. He also has his underwear. I went for a dinosaur theme with him. They're quite cute actually. They're like pastel ones, again from H&M. And then a few Minecraft bits. So I got him the zombie chicken jockey set of like figurines, and then I also got him a Roblox thing. I got these ages ago, I think they were from Sainsbury's. I got a Minecraft slime and a Minecraft blind bag nano metal figurine things. I got the chocolate coins, the nerd's rope, and the reindeer. And then along with his bath bomb, I got this Spider-Man Tangled Web bath soap string, and this is also from Boots. I would really recommend checking Boots out, because they've got a lot of good deals on, and like way more stuff than I actually thought. You know, like, they even do like foodie bits if you look on the website, so it's really worth looking at, and I think he's gonna love that, because my kids love baths and pampering. I've taught them well. And then obviously to go along with that, he has his Santa mask as well. But then the random mix that I got for him, and these were super cheap, again we're from like Rex London or Amazon, I think it was. So I got a spyglass which lets you look round corners, which is really cute. I like the vintage packaging on that as well. Should we have a go and see if it works? I think I might have used these once when I was a kid. So you look through there. Oh yeah. That's really cool. I'm enjoying that. It's not even mine. I should put it back. Or do you look this way? That's so cool. Anyway, I got that for him, and he will find that hilarious because he loves stuff like that. And then I got him a fart whistle, obviously, because at 4, what is funnier than a fart? And I got him a kazoo, so if you can hum you can play, but he can't quite whistle yet, so I thought he would enjoy this because he hates it when there's things that you can't do yet, but he will be able to do that. And then I also got him a mini whoopee cushion because, you know, farts are great when you're 4. And that is actually everything. So I hope that was useful. I do kind of stick to the same sort of things every year, but I just try and grow with their interests, so there will always be a few staples. But I just try and keep it fun but affordable, and I actually like probably doing stockings best because it forces me to be more creative with our budget, and I love sitting on our bed in the morning with them while they open them. I think it's so cute. So yeah, I hope you found that useful, and thank you so much for watching.